I'm Chris Provost from Provost Park Pass, and we have some new news about the new membership program that's going to be offered at Disneyland. Now, at Provost Park Pass, we really pride ourselves that when we do these news updates, we're only reporting on fact. We try not to speculate or do rumors, but this is just so juicy. So the first half of this video is going to be fact-based. The second half is going to be speculative. We're going to speculate on what's going on. So for those people who just want facts, who are hard-nosed like facts, about halfway through, I'll let you know when we start to speculate. You can go ahead and turn the video or skip it off at that point. But I need to talk about this because my mind is whirring. So yesterday, Ken Potrock, the president of the Disneyland Resort, gave an interview talking about the new membership program. And he didn't give exactly any details, but he said some very interesting things about what this new membership program is going to look like. And I think he's trying to be vague about it and lay a little bit of groundwork on what's going to happen. But you can't help but start looking at these things, what he's saying, and start to speculate, what does this mean? So let me first read you this interview that he had yesterday. These are pure facts, no speculation, just 100%. This is what Ken Potrock said about the new membership program that's going to be had at Disneyland. To develop new offerings and a new way to think about the business given the situation we find ourselves in, Potrock listed the following questions that are being considered in developing future membership options. Number one, what do people want in this new world? Number two, when do they want access to the parks? Number three, how frequently do they want access to the parks? Number four, with what level of spontaneity do they want access to the parks? Number five, with what level of value are they looking for? And number six, all these things and many, many more. Then he said he wasn't going to say anything more, but then he went on to say some more things. While the new program will incorporate some elements of the old annual pass holder program, it will also include new features and experiences. This is not designed to limit choice and flexibility, Potrock explained. It's designed to enhance choice and flexibility. People may say, here's how I always used it. People may say, here's what I bought, but I didn't quite use it and optimize it. People may say, I have a different family structure or my financial situation is different. I would love to do it differently than I've done in the past. What we're hoping to be able to provide is a choice and flexibility for all those different evolving states. There's nothing off the table as we begin to think about things that are important for people, Potrock went on to say. This is interesting here. Whether it's the number of times they visit on the product offering, whether it's when, is it midweek or weekend, is it morning or afternoon, is it day part oriented, it's all these kinds of things that are incredibly curious to hear back from the guests about, said Ken Potrock, the president of the Disneyland Resort. There's a lot. When you first start reading that, you're like, well, that doesn't sound like a lot. You're just saying, we kind of think doing this, we're going to kind of do this, we don't know what's going to go on, and just kind of give some very nebulous terms that doesn't give you anything really concrete. But then as I reread it and started thinking about this, they're calling it a membership, I've started to speculate some ideas. So now we are going to speculate. This is it, guys. Now we are speculating. So that was all that he said in the interview. It was very vanilla and bland, but let's take apart each one of these lines and speculate what it could mean for the new membership program that's going to be had at Disneyland. Speculation time. Okay, here we go. First thing, this is an old marketing tactic. When you're about to release a product and you're worried that your intended audience might perceive your message differently than what you want, what you do is you try to get ahead of the curve and you start releasing the message and telling the public immediately what you want them to think about your product. That way, when the product comes out, they've already formulated opinion and they're like, yay, it's exciting, rather than have them formulate their own opinion about it because it might be different than the message you're intending. And right here, this is, I think, a classic marketing technique here. He said, this is not designed to limit choice and flexibility. When he's saying that, this is not designed to limit choice and flexibility, and then he went on to say, it's designed to enhance choice and flexibility, that tells me it's going to be limiting choice and flexibility. So we might not have, these membership programs probably aren't going to be as open as the passport holder program. The pass holder program, it's going to be different. And I think they're worried that people might say, hey, this is really limiting to us. We can't go to Disneyland as much as we want to. So he's trying to get ahead of the curve by saying, hey, this is not designed to limit choice and flexibility. Packaging that with these other things here, it makes you start to speculate. I think that maybe the passes they might be offering might be maybe like a book, like, you know, you like to buy, this is speculative here, is that maybe what they're saying is you buy like a pass that's good to Disneyland for 30 days, and you choose the 30 days that you want to go to Disneyland, and you buy that pass that'll allow you to go. Because they're talking about here, he's like, we're worried, asked this about what level of spontaneity do people want. And annual passport holders are notoriously spontaneous, particularly those one in Southern California. When I lived in Southern California, we would go to Disneyland 3 to 4 times a week, just nothing to do. Like, I want to go to Disneyland? Sure, let's go. And we'd go there, and sometimes we'd spend money, sometimes we wouldn't spend money, we'd ride a few rides or eat some food, just walk around, do some people watching. And it was just like a drop of a hat, like, get ready to go. I think that they might be removing the spontaneity aspect out of these new membership options as well, because they mentioned spontaneity twice in that. So I'm thinking they're going to be doing this reservation, and then you buy your membership and you have to reserve the days that you want to go. Also, big thing here that I think is, because it says right here, whether it's the number of times they visit on a product offering. So he mentions that twice about then people going, how many times you want to go on your particular pass holder. And annual passport holders say all the time. But I think they're going to start reeling in and say you only can go so many times with whatever pass that you get on different times. This is also very interesting. They have what's called midweek, and he mentioned midweek, and he also mentioned weekend. He's like, maybe some people like to go during the midweek, and some people just want to go on the weekends. This reminds me of ski resorts. Ski resorts they've done these different passes. They're annual passes for ski resorts. They have it where you can buy, like, I just want to go during the weekdays, and it was a cheaper pass. You couldn't go on the weekends. There's others that are like, I'm only going to go on the weekends. So you buy a pass just specifically for the weekends. They also, the ski resorts, they'll do night passes. Those ski resorts that offer night skiing, they'll have tickets for night skiing. Because he mentions this right here. Is it morning or afternoon? Why would he be concerned about when we go to the park other than maybe they're offering different types of passes allow you only go in the afternoon? Like, for people to say, I want to go in just the afternoon from 5 o'clock on, maybe you can buy a pass like that. It would change the dynamic of how things are done at Disney, but that's a possible offering they're thinking about doing here. It's I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But the thing that really stuck out to me is he harped on that it's not going to be limiting, and it's right here. This is not designed to limit choice and flexibility. In fact, it's designed to enhance choice and flexibility. When they have to tell you that, it's going to be limiting our choice and flexibility. I don't think we're going to, these new annual pass, this membership program, we're going to be able to go to the park whenever we want to. I think you're going to have to select the days that you want to go, and then you buy those tickets, maybe like a book of 30, and you're going to go to 30 days. This is pure speculation on my part. Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe they're going to be offering weekend passes only, and maybe they're offering weekday passes. Maybe they're offering passes just for the afternoons, like 5 o'clock on. So you go to the park at 5 o'clock on, and that way it won't be quite as crowded during the day for people who want to go. Families are on vacations. They get the park to themselves. Just vacationers get the park in the mornings. I don't know. This sounds like to me they're laying a lot of different groundwork here. Just yesterday, on my credit card, I got my refund for my annual pass. And when I got it, I was a little bit sad. And also, but at the same time, like, ooh, woo, bonus. But then I was like, that means, I don't have access to going to Disneyland every time that I want to, which made me a little bit sad. So I would like to hear what you think down in the comments down below. What do you think this means? Let's go ahead and speculate all we want. Let's just kind of have some fun with this. This is not fact at this point. We're just kind of guessing. We're just taking a shot in the dark. We're hoping that we're right or we're wrong. But I want to hear what you guys think this new membership program is going to be like for the people that going to Disneyland. I think it's going to be limiting. I mean, when they're talking about asking what level of spontaneity, when do you want access to the parks, how frequently you want to go to the parks, when he talks about whether it's a number of times, these things hints to me that it's going to be very limited. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. Put it down in the comments down below. By the way, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the little bell notification, because anytime there's breaking news or new Disneyland news, you will be the first to know because you'll get it right here in Pro's Park Pass. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.